Are you tired of learning conjugation in Spanish? Do you think that it's impossible to learn all 16 tenses that Spanish has with 6 different forms of each verb in each tense? I can tell. It's not that difficult. You are learning conjugation wrongly. Let's find out how I learned conjugation in Spanish in just 10 days. I'm not telling you that I know everything about conjugation now, but 90% of the time, when I read something in Spanish and see a conjugated form of a verb, I know what the verb here is, the tense and pronoun. 90% of the time. You can actually check that out in my video streams because I'm streaming while learning Spanish. Okay, what's the problem here to learn conjugation in Spanish? Well, when you go to YouTube and try to find some video guides related to the topic, usually it goes like this. Here's the verb tener. Please conjugate that in present tense, and you are rigorously trying to construct these 6 forms. Yo tengo, tú tienes, and so on. And then they ask you to do the same, but now in preterita tense, in imperfect tense, and so on. But think about it for a moment. What they are really asking you to do? They are asking you to produce language. But producing language is the most difficult part in the learning process. We should learn a new language like an infant. Children do not learn to speak first. They learn to understand first. They try to understand while consuming a language. We, as adults, can consume a new language by reading as well. So the first thing that we need to do is to understand what we're reading or what we're listening to. We should not try to pronounce it first, let alone write it down. Therefore, instead of endlessly conjugating Spanish verbs, let's just try to understand what is the form in front of us, right here. What is the infinitive form of that verb? What is the tense? What is the pronoun? Just try to guess that 3 items. Infinitive form, the tense, and the pronoun. And let's do that many times. And guess what is going to happen after a while? You'll start noticing these patterns, similar endings in different forms. And you don't have to learn all of the verbs in Spanish now, because you started seeing the patterns. That's absolutely amazing. After a while, you'll see that it's now easier for you to even conjugate verbs in a traditional manner. But here's the problem. We don't have such exercises on YouTube. Good news, I'm going to create them. There will be videos in which you'll be given an already conjugated form of a verb, and you'll be asked to guess infinitive, tense, and pronoun. And I'm going to create that for you. The only thing that I ask you about is to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss that video exercise. And don't forget to smash that button as well. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!